Welcome. My name is Leanne, and I'm going to lead you through this gentle yoga practice today. So for the start of this practice, I'm going to actually invite you to come lying down on your back on the floor. If that's not comfortable for you, then you can be however you like, but if it is comfortable, then start on your back. You might bring feet to the floor. You could also have legs all the way down, okay? But whatever is most comfortable for you. You're going to close your eyes if you like. And just feel where your body is touching the ground, where it's in contact with the floor. Remember, feeling the hardness or the softness of the surface underneath us. We're noticing the feeling of letting go. So letting go can take time, takes our minds and our bodies time to unwind. So just inviting in this easing of effort. And then notice sensations that are present here in your body. To warmth or coolness. The feeling of clothing and air touching your skin. And there might be a sensation of breath. Sometimes we can sense our heart beating. Or something that feels like our blood flowing. There might be other sensations as well, things like discomfort or tingling. There could be numbness. There could be a feeling of vibration in us. So welcome whatever you feel. So bring a sense of curiosity to your noticing. So being curious about whatever we can sense and whatever we can notice. So none of it's being judged. It's all welcome to be here. And just as you move through the practice being this aware of noticing everything that you notice, all the sensations that are here. Okay, so we're starting on our back on the floor. So you can bring your knees in and you can just give your legs a hug. And there might be a little bit of a rock there from side to side if you like. Just feeling where your back and the back of your pelvis come in contact with the floor. And then bring your pelvis back to neutral, your feet back to the floor. So your fingertips could come to your hip bones here if you like. And then we're just going to begin to rock the pelvis. So you're going to tuck your tail, which is going to flatten your lower back to the floor. And then you're just going to tip your pelvis the other way so that it feels like you're increasing that arc through your lower back. So just gently back and forth. So don't have to make it really big. Just feel into the movement of it. Just as if you were loosening up where your pelvis meets your thigh bones and where your pelvis meets your lower back. Take your time. Come on back to neutral. If you have something underneath your head, you need to take it out so that your head is on the floor. We're going to come up into half bridge. So feet are hip width apart, heels are towards your sitting bones, upper arms are on the floor next to your ribs. Push through your feet and let your hips come up. And you're going to lift just as high as you feel for lifting today. You can come on back down. So you can go at your own pace. See if you can link your movement and your breath though. So you're inhaling up and you're exhaling down. So pressing through the feet, lifting up from underneath you, lowering back down. So do one more. Come on back down when you're ready and relax. So we're going to let the pelvis rest for now. We're going to come up into the arms. So think about that L shape that you have with your arms. And so your fingers are pointing up to the ceiling. Your forearms are perpendicular to the ground. So now move at shoulders and let your upper arms lift and then lower. So the angle in elbows is staying the same. Palms always face each other. So you're lifting the arms just as high as they comfortably go and then lowering back down. So we're moving at shoulders. And do two more. Just whatever range you've got. You don't have to go into the uncomfortable range. Okay, let the arms come back to the floor. So we're going to put those movements together now, if you like. So you're going to let the hips come up and the arms move at the same time. And then the pelvis comes back down and the arms come back down at the same time. So we're synchronizing more parts of our body, lifting and lowering. So you might need to slow down a little bit. And then if you want more, you can try linking the breath to this movement so that you're inhaling the pelvis up and the elbows up. And then you're exhaling and bringing them back down in a way that is synchronized. So inhale and lift and exhale and lower. Okay, do one more. You just do pieces of this. Okay, back down. So relax. Relax your breath, relax your arms. Pick up your right foot, give your right knee a hug in. Okay, slide your hands behind your right leg. Move your foot up towards the ceiling, circle out your ankle. And go the other way. Okay, now just move the top of the foot really gently towards you. Okay, keep your thigh still, move at your knee. So drop your heel and then lift your foot up. So you're moving at knee. So your thigh bone isn't moving. Bend your knee and straighten your knee. Much as you can. Bend and straighten. One more, bend and straighten. Now keep the knee as straight as you can and move at the hip. So lower the leg just as far as feels comfortable for you towards the floor. Okay, and then the leg can lift back up. So relatively speaking, the pelvis is staying still. You're lowering the right leg, moving at the hip, lifting it back up. So it's a single leg lift. Move slow. Okay, last one, lower and lift. Okay, bring the right foot back to the floor. Relax. Bring the left knee in, give it a hug. Slide the hands behind the left thigh, take the foot towards the ceiling, circle out the left ankle. Changing directions. Just noticing all the sensations that creates. Okay, relax the ankle. So now your thigh is staying still. You're going to move at your knee. So bend your knee and then straighten it. So bend and straighten. So this is strengthening all around the knee. Let the knee bend and straighten and do one more. Reach through that heel. Knee stays straight, move at your hip. So lower the legs. So you might just lower it a little bit and you might have your knee partially bent. And then you might bring your thigh up. Okay, so you're listening to your own body, but the joint we're moving at now is our hip. Okay, so as the leg gets straighter and as you lower it more towards the floor, it gets more challenging, but listen to your back, right? Listen to your hip. Move in the range where you can still feel like you're maintaining this feeling of stability through your core. You're not overdoing. Okay, when you're ready, foot to the floor, both feet are on the ground, rock your knees gently from side to side. Just gently in each direction. Okay, we're going to roll to our side and press your top hand into the floor. Bring yourself up to sitting. So you could sit, you could also kneel if you want to. Okay, however you want your legs to be. So they can be crossed or they can be further out in front, whatever works for you. Let your fingertips come on up to your shoulders. And then just gently begin to turn from side to side. So it's this easy rotation. So maybe notice your pelvis and your legs are relatively still. The movement gets to happen through the waist, move up through the spine. Just easy from side to side. And then the next time you're turning to the left, you can stay to the left. And then you can let the arms just come down and they can land wherever they want to land. So relax your shoulders. Turn your head gently to the left. Notice what that feels like. And then unwind. So let go back to center and then turn to the right. So turn. Maybe your left hand has come over to your right leg, or maybe it's in your lap. Easy shoulders. When you're ready, turn the head further to the right if it's comfortable. Feel the sensation of breathing. And then let go. Come on up from here into table pose. From table, we're going to come down to child's pose. So you can take your seat down and back. Maybe support your head for a moment. Just feel what that feels like. Okay, move your torso towards one side. So you're going to lift up a little bit. You're going to walk your torso over to one side and you're going to fold back down. So we're in a side bend. So one side of you is going to have more of a sensation of stretch in it. I'm just noticing that difference. Okay, can you switch to the other side? So lift, walk through the middle, over to the opposite leg, dropping down. You can support your head. Taking your time, noticing what you feel, what sensations are present. Okay, come back to the middle. Just rest. Feel the parts of you that are on the ground. Okay, come on back up to table. So you can bring hands forward and follow your hands. Okay, draw your shoulders back gently away from your ears. Take your right leg and let it lift up and back behind you so your back is still straight, so tummy comes in. And then if you can, lift your left arm forward. And if you want to leave your left hand on the ground, that's fine. Breathe. So you're looking straight down at your mat. And then we're going to switch. So left hand and right knee down. Then left leg lifts. Get your balance. Right arm reaches. Soften your jaw, your shoulders. Okay, lower that hand and knee. We'll do one more time each side. So right leg, tummy in, left arm. Feel all the way to fingers and toes. Can you wiggle your fingers and your toes? Okay, put those down. And last time, left leg and right arm. Still breathing. Okay, bring that hand and knee down. And then from here, we're going to come up to standing. So you can come up however you like. One way is to come through a fold or through downward dog, or you can just come over your toes into a squat. However you want to get up to standing is fine. Okay, find yourself in your mountain pose. So you're up towards the top of your mat. Take a moment and go down through your body to your feet and feel your mat underneath your feet. Right? Warm, cool, hard, soft. What does it feel like? We have to practice noticing the sensations. Once we practice that, it gets easier to feel them. Right? All right, so let your arms come up in front. Forearms and palms are facing each other. Inhale, open up your arms. And then exhale and move your forearms as close as you can together. Okay, inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose, drawing those forearms back. Pausing. So nice and slow. Inhale and open. And exhale. Okay, we're going to do one more. Inhale. And exhale. And breathe and stay with palms and, if you can, forearms together. Let your face soften. Wherever you're gripping, or your feet gripping, or your knees tight, you relax that. Okay, we're going to let the arms go. So let them come down and back. So as you shift arms back here, can you let the palms face each other? So the arm bones have moved back, so you haven't brought your ribs forward. You're just moving arms back. Okay, then can you roll the arm bones so the palms are sort of facing more forward, but they're still reaching back. Okay, we're going to come back to this. So let that relax. We're going to balance now. So if you want to shift off your mat, you can. Come and stand in your right foot. Let your left shin cross your right shin. So your left big toe's on the floor, on the outside of the right foot. Arms wherever you like. And then shift your left leg into tree pose. So you're going to move that left foot to the inside of the right leg. So you could keep your left big toe on the floor, or it can come up on the inside of the right leg. Arms wherever you like. Feel your breath. You can feel the sensations that are happening throughout your foot and your ankle, up through the leg, of all the tissues and muscles and bones, making all those little adjustments to keep us balanced. Those are all good. Those are all okay. All right, take your left foot and take a big step back with it. So we're stepping into warrior one. So we've landed on a separate railway track from the right foot, but both feet are flat. So your left thigh is a little turned out, and you're going to bend your front knee so the right knee bends. Okay, you're going to lift arms. So if you only want to lift one arm, lift your left arm. And if you want to lift both arms, you can let both arms come up just as high as you like. So palms are facing each other. Bending that front knee. Now you can do this piece from here, right, where we're more vertical. So if this is where you're more comfortable, then stay vertical. If you like, you could tip forward, which was a tip at the hip. So your back is still straight and you've just tipped a little, right? You haven't come into a fold. You've just tipped a little bit forward, or you're vertical. Okay, can you let the arms come down and then back? And at this moment, those palms facing each other. So feel all the way to your fingertips. See if you can roll the arms so the palms face a little bit more forward. Okay, and then we're going to turn to the right. So you can bring the left hand to the right leg and the right hand to the hip. So you're either tilted with a straight spine or you're vertical and everybody's rotating to the right side. Okay, unwind your turn. If you're tipped, come up, and then you can step your back foot forward. All right, so we're back in mountain pose, up at the top of the mat. And now, if you feel, you might notice you're going to feel different things in different parts of you. We've done half the body. All right, come and stand in your left leg. Let your right shin cross your left shin. So right big toe on the floor. So if you want a little bit more challenge, maybe you're going to bring your hands into your heart here. And if arms are better for you wide, then just let them be wide. You can feel your breath coming and going. Curiosity. Okay, switch into tree. So move the right foot to the inside of the left leg, either with the big toe on the floor or with the right foot up on the inside of that left leg. Curiosity. There's no criticism in it. There's no judgment in it. Just being curious. What do we notice? Okay, when you're ready, right foot's going to step back. Okay, so feet on separate railway tracks, right leg is turned out a little bit. You're going to bend your left knee. Okay, if you like, you're going to lift your right arm or both arms. Okay, you can be tall here. You could also tilt forward. So the tip came from the hip, not from the waist. Okay, we're going to let the arms come down and back. So those palms face each other. The shoulder blades are just gently, you don't have to pinch them, but just feel that they're coming in and down. And try rolling your arms gently so your palms are facing a little bit more forward. Okay, and then turn to the left. So bring the right hand over, left hand is on the hip. Feel all the way down that back leg. Unwind. If you're not vertical, come back to vertical and then bring your back foot up towards the top of your mat. All right, so we're back in mountain pose and we're going to fold ourselves over. So you can bend your knees a little, hinge at your hips, tip over. So either bring forearms to thighs and just let your weight sink into your legs with knees bent, kind of in a half fold. Or if it's comfortable, you can come upside down. Maybe hands are on blocks, or maybe they're still on legs. If you would like to step into downward dog, you can. And if you don't like downward dog, you could come to table pose. Okay, so downward dog, hands are shoulder width apart, feet are at least hip width apart. Pressing back through your heels. Okay, if you've come through downward dog, then you're going to drop your knees. And everybody can come sitting. Feet on the floor in front. Okay. Take your left leg under your right. So your left heel is towards your right hip. Your right foot can be next to your shin, or you could step it over top of the leg. Okay, come on up tall, and then turn towards your right. And you're just going to give this right leg a hug, sort of towards you, either with the left hand or the left arm. So your bottom leg, your left leg is relaxed, your spine is tall, your head can gently turn to the right. Just noticing what you notice when you do that. And then you can turn your head to the left. Notice how that changes what you feel. Okay, unwind your head. And then unwind your body, your torso, and then we'll switch legs. So bring both feet to the floor in front. Bring right under left. So left foot is next to your shin, or it's over next to your thigh. Turning to the left side, hugging the left leg in. Tall spine, resting right leg. Softness through the shoulders and the jaw and the eyes. Head gently turning to the left. And then just turning your head to the right. Okay, unwind your head and then unwind your body. Okay, come onto your back. So as you come down, you can bring knees in and give them a hug. Okay, bring your left foot to the floor, your right shin to your left thigh. So your right shin to your left thigh. So we're in reclining pigeon pose. And you're welcome to just stay here and let this right leg sort of fall away. You could pick up the left foot if you wanted to and hold behind the left thigh. And whatever sensations you notice in the body, welcoming them, curious. Okay, we'll switch sides. So left foot down and then right foot down, and then left shin to the right thigh. Just let the left leg relax. So this is you can stay right here. Might be a little bit of a quieter place. Doesn't mean it's worse or better. Okay. You can also lift up the right foot and hold behind the right thigh. So then you'll feel more sensation in and around the left hip, probably. It's not necessarily better. It's just something we can notice, be curious about. Okay, let your right foot come down and then your left foot come down. And then relax. So if there's a different posture or movement you want to do before you can be still, then you can do that. Then you're going to come into whatever position you want to relax in. So maybe you're going to keep feet on the floor, or maybe you're going to put something under your knees, or maybe you're going to let legs come all the way down. Maybe you want something underneath your neck. Okay, whatever little adjustments that you need to make, even if it would only make you 5% more comfortable, feel free to make those adjustments. Okay, close your eyes. Give your body permission to let go, to relax. Okay, feel the ground supporting you. Let your awareness come into your head and into your face. So you don't need to do anything here. All you're doing is you're noticing, you're being aware. So if you become aware of your eyes, and become aware of your jaw, You don't have to purposely do anything with eyes or jaw, but just by becoming aware, we notice sensation, and the body might then naturally relax, right? As you notice your shoulders and your arms and your hands, what happens? Can you feel your pulse in your hands or tingling in your hands? Noticing your back. So letting your awareness just come into your back. There's no action except the noticing. If you bring your awareness into your belly, what do you notice? There's no right or wrong answer. Come down into hips. Sense into your legs, into your feet. Tingling, numbness. Maybe there's a vibration or a sort of resonance. Okay, feel your whole body. Breath flowing. It's another sensation. So curious and welcoming and accepting to everything that we sense and we feel. You might be able to feel the aliveness of your body now. When you're ready, you're going to gently let that go. And if you're not ready, if you have some more time and you can stay here for some more time, then you're welcome to do that. When you are ready to move, you're just going to move your body in a way that feels intuitive for you and that feels good in your body. So at some point, you might give your knees a hug. Some point, you might come to your side. Take your time as you come back to vertical, whether that's now or in a few minutes from now. It's going to be a whole different feeling as you come back to vertical. So just tune back into that. Okay. And when you're ready, you can move into your day. Thank you for joining practice today. Take good care, everyone.